to I'd Have a Beer, everybody. Mikey Bugatti, how you doing today on this glorious Friday, October 18th?
This is a good day. I had a very good weekend, very good Eagles weekend. Okay, this is a good Eagles weekend, and we'll get into it. We'll get into it, Manny. We absolutely will.
Sure, yeah. We'll get into the wonderful weekend by the Giants playing the Bengals last week, and then the up-and-coming, most anticipated game, Eagles-Giants, this Sunday, October 20th. But before we get into that, I just want to get into something right now. I just came across my phone here. I got an AccuWeather advisory. In New York right now, there's a frost advisory, October 18th. Are you getting any frost advisories at this time of the year in Phoenix, Arizona?
I'm looking out my window right now. I know that it's 85 degrees. No frost advisory. Sure. I did get a haboob alert come across my phone though. So do you get those? You get those too this time of year?
I'm gonna have to elaborate. I think I heard you say haboob.
Yeah, boob alert. If you're not, it's a pretty sick alert. It's one of my favorite alerts.
I mean, I think I know what you're talking
about. That. If you're not from this part of the United States, out in Arizona, we get haboobs. Didn't know what it was till I moved here. Imagine a dust storm passing through, a cloud of dust, and I'm watching it roll in from miles apart. And it's 10 minutes of dust, and then 15 minutes of rain, and then it goes right back to 110 degrees. And these dust storms are called haboobs. Who named it? I don't know. Sounds like an Indian tribe. And he didn't know what was happening. He's like, haboob, the haboob is coming. Yeah. Something like that.
That's very good. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, got it. All right, well, there you go. You learn something every day. All right, well, let's get into the current events of sports. Mikey Bugatti, what are we covering today?
Oh, yes. We're rolling. It's week 7. Yeah, it's week 7 we're rolling into here. We got a lot of good things coming this way. But we're going to talk about the Giants versus the Bengals, the Eagles versus the Browns, Nick Sirianni and why he's the best coach in football. We're going to give you the predictions on how the Birds are going to massacre the Giants, or maybe they don't. I guess we'll see. We're talking about our best and favorite QB in the league, Dak Prescott, and you best believe the interception tracker wheel is here tonight with us. Special guest. We're going to talk about Jets and how he reunites with his best friend, and it might not be good. We got another big breaking news trade. Amari Cooper to the Bills. Is he the next Stefon Diggs there? You're going to find out here tonight. And as always, Mikey Bugatti's in the house with the bets. I got to grind my gears tonight. But before we get into anything, before you hear anything about sports, if the sports are going, then the beers are flowing. Manny Mozz, the only way to start is with I'd Have a Beer.
Have a beer.
I have a very special beer today. I planned it out. I plan out my beers depending on the episodes, who we're playing. And this one is for Saquon Barkley, okay? This is from Drecker Brewing Company, and this is called the Hater Blocker Double IPA, okay? Because when he steps into MetLife this Sunday, he's going to put on the Hater Blockers and score a couple of touchdowns in front of his old fan base. That's what's going to happen.
Finished?
Ooh,
is that your spiel?
It tastes good. And it tastes good. Tastes like victory. But we'll get into that later. Get it all out. Okay. My time. Everyone's looking at this right now. Listen, and for people just listening, they're like, Manny, why are you just holding up a normal Coors Light? What is the significance behind the Coors Light? Well, some people call it Coors Light. Some people call it the Silver Bullet. And that's exactly what the Eagles are going to get this weekend, is a silver bullet right to the head by the New York Football Giants. Boom. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, is she cold and crisp. Premium beer for a premium football team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about these Giants that I'm going to be afraid of. How'd they do with the Bengals last week?
Okay.
You know, the Bengals are 1-4 before they came to you. So what the fuck happened?
Okay. What the fuck happened is this guy named Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, ladies and gentlemen, he is 1-14. Let me say that again. He is 1-14, a 1 and a 4, 1-14 in primetime games.
That's pretty good.
For whatever reason, we've been playing a lot of those too. I don't know why. Okay. He has Daniel Jones, same guy I'm going to be
Mm,
talking about here. Daniel Jones, no touchdown passes in his last 7
that's
primetime
good.
games. Okay. So let's just go back. Let's recap because I already said a lot. He's 1-14 in primetime games. He has no touchdown passes in the last 7 of those primetime games. Not good. Daniel Jones defense in that game looked pretty good.
Until
I
the
think the
end.
defense the Bengals like almost wanted us to win
Yeah.
that game. They were like kind of like killing themselves, shooting themselves in the foot, killing drives, making mistakes, flags. They wanted us to capitalize and step up and win that game at home. I think Joe Burrow said before the game, he went to Daniel Jones and he's like, "Listen, you're 1-13 in
Yeah.
primetime games. Let me help you get
Yeah.
one
I
here,
got you.
brother."
I got you.
They shook
Hmm.
on it. It was good, but just Daniel Jones just didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. He might be going for an all-time record, Daniel Jones, of just negative games in primetime. I don't know what he's doing. Also, what are we doing with kickers on the
You
Giants?
need to figure it
We
out.
can't
You need
make
to
a
figure
kick.
that out.
We
0 for
can't
2.
kick for
0 for
shit.
2.
We can't. You 0 for 2. Um,
Not
Daniel
good.
Jones. The recap is, I mean, the offense just looks terrible, and everybody wants to play there's 2 trains of thought. You're either a Daniel Jones believer, and you're ration every weekend for when the Giants loses. Well, look at his offensive line. He's under
You make
pressure.
excuses for him.
These guys are dropping
Yeah.
balls, these flags, blah blah blah. In this game against the Bengals last week, he had clean pockets, nobody around, clean pockets, and overthrowing people, missing people, throwing it to a guy that's double covered when there's a guy wide open. This is a 6 guy. This guy's been in the league for 6 years now with the Giants. It's not his rookie year. It's not his second year. The guy's got a contract. Guy's had reps. I know he had injuries, but basic throws, when you're going through your progressions. He sees a guy double covered. I don't know why he panics and he's like, I gotta throw that ball in there when there's a guy that's wide open over here. And then there's a guy open over here. The whole mindset of this offense this year was, we're going to try to open it up. We're going to try to create big plays downfield. Every time he would throw the ball downfield, it would be overthrown. I don't know what we're doing in practice. I don't know what we're doing.
When I see him throw the long ball, I clench. I clench for you. It's never like, Slayton's gonna get that. Oh, Wandell's got no. It's a ooh. And you must feel the same.
You make that sound. You make that sound for sure. It's either 2. There's only 2 options that there's only 2 outcomes rather that happen when he throws that deep ball. It's either intercepted by the other team, or it's overthrown. There is not that third option of a New York Giants coming up with the ball, catching it for 45 yards. That is not even a option when he throws it. It's either intercepted or overthrown. So here we are, week 7, Eagles, Giants. I'll let you talk a little bit more about your recap last game, but I'll end with this. I believe this could be Daniel Jones' last game as a starter for the Giants, depending on how this game goes this week against the Eagles.
I hear rumblings where a lot of Giants fans have come together that they want Matt Stafford to come in as the QB. I hear that they were looking to trade for him. Do you like him better? I like him better.
I don't like that at all. Because Matt Stafford is probably miles better than what we have, but we gonna have to give up way too much that we should not be giving up. We need to just, unfortunately, go to the draft probably this year or the next and try this whole thing over again.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We cannot be giving up picks and players and this and that for a guy that's been in the league for a while.
He's on the tail end.
It will probably be better, but it's not.
You need someone new. You need someone new.
Yes, we need fresh new. We need fresh and new. And Matt Stafford is not that. So I don't know. That's the recap from the Giants Bengals last week. Dropping another L, 17-7. The Giants, another game where they're in the game, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but
no
just
dice.
Don't want to do it. But no dice. But talk to me about those Eagles and that hard-fought Cleveland Browns team.
It was not a hard-fought game. We played terrible. Stats-wise, fine. Perfect.
agree.
He didn't throw an interception. Fantastic. A.J. Brown got a touchdown, 100
Jalen Hurts.
yards. Incredible. Saquon Barkley got held to 50 yards. That's tough, but it happens. Jalen Hurts ran for a little bit. Looks good. Devontae Smith, he got a touchdown too. Anytime they both get a touchdown, we're 8-1. We will win the game. That's a fact. But
Nice.
we looked okay. We won. Like, I wasn't. We won. We should have won. We should have fucking dominated. We should have won by like 40 is what should have happened. But we won. And that's what matters. It wasn't pretty. It was gritty. But we got the W. And that's what I'm happy about. We needed it. We definitely needed it to stay competitive. And this was the weekend to win because the Commanders lost. The Giants lost. The Cowboys lost. So this was our time to come up on a game. And we sure did. And now we're coming to a divisional weekend where we can drop another game to a divisional team to push them basically out of the race. It just happens to be you this week. Sorry, my friend. But this is a big weekend for us. The Cowboys have a bye. They need it after they just got demolished. Yeah. And the Commanders, I'm pretty sure they got a pretty easy win. I think they play the Panthers this week, which I'm upset about.
Okay, well then, yes.
Yeah, but maybe the Panthers show up and Chuba Hubbard comes out of nowhere, and instead of sounding like a pack of bubble gum, he puts up 3 touchdowns. I don't know, but
you mean the Commander? You mean the Panthers? You mean the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton?
No, I'm thinking Chuba Hubbard, their running back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got him on my fantasy.
Okay.
He's my sleeper agent. Don't worry about it. You'll hear his name.
Sleeper agent. Where are you sitting in fantasy right now?
I'm sleeping still. I'm still sleeping. That's why I'm in 12th. I'm still sleeping. I had to make trades. I had to make trades with the devil a moment ago. I was the proud owner of Amari Cooper, and I had to trade him off, unfortunately. So I made it. I don't think he's going to do as good as people think. So
I don't know. I don't think he's going to give you 40 points like he gave you that one week in fantasy last year. That I don't think so.
I traded him for Kareem Hunt. I think that was a good choice because I need help because ETN is fucking baloney. He's pissing me off.
Mike's willing to trade his whole team just to not participate in the challenge.
Some guy in our league asked for the week off, and I fucking feel you. Can I have a break? Can I get a bye week? Ridiculous.
But okay. So the Eagles beat the Browns.
Yeah, we move in. We're going to MetLife Stadium. This is the game we've been waiting for. This is the game you guys been waiting for because your backstabbing running back is coming back into the stadium. He's definitely not getting a homecoming. He's going to get burned jerseys by the stake. There's going to be posters made of him. The tailgating is going to be unlike any other where they just are doing seances around a makeshift Saquon Barkley body in the parking lot. And I think Saquon Barkley comes in. And this is what I would want to see. This would make me happy. He gets a nice 30-yard rushing touchdown, and he blows a kiss to the Giants stadium like, you miss me. You need me.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Maybe if it's the walk-off. If he does like a Deshaun Jackson Miracle in the Meadowlands, my God. The eruption of fights in that stadium between the Eagles and I wish I could go. I wish I could go to that game. If the flights were reasonable, I would spend an obscene amount of money to be at that game with you.
Spend an obscene amount of money and fly out here and come, and then we'll just watch the game.
I want to be in that stadium, in that energy with the fights that will ensue when Barkley scores a touchdown. And if you think he's not getting one, you're crazy.
Well, before we get on the Saquon Barkley thing and the Giants, I just want to go back real quick to the Eagles Browns last week and talk about one of your maybe he thinks he's a player by the way he talks and the mouth that he has. Maybe he thinks he's a player.
He's good for the city. I don't like him, though.
I don't know if it's good for the city because he's fighting with his own fans.
My problem with the Eagles and Eagles community, and I hate it so much. You start to play bad, they immediately switch on you. Like they never fucking liked you. They'll talk shit to you until you die, until they boo you out of the stadium. So he just gives it right back. But here's the thing. You're a professional NFL coach who gets paid millions and is not belligerently drunk on the sidelines like they are. So maybe talk respectfully to anyone in the stands. No, not this guy. Not this skinhead guy all of a sudden. He's talking like he's on the trashed city sidewalk talking to them.
Yeah, if you got, there's a clip out there. It was probably towards the end of the game when the Eagles took the lead, and then there he goes. And I don't know what happened, but a group of Eagles fans that were sitting behind the Eagles sideline, I guess, started chirping at him. And Nick Sirianni, instead of being the bigger person, the head coach, the front man for the Eagles, and just walk away or just kind of smirk or smile, he decides to run all the way over there to the fence and get in these people's faces and just start chirping them till like somebody has to come up to him and be like, dude, there's a game going on.
We're still
there's
playing.
Still 2 minutes in this game. They got the ball. What's going on? What? You want to be surprised, but I'm like, you know what? If somebody was dialing up this situation for me and they were like, guess the head coaching team,
it's him.
It'd be a layup. It'd be a layup. That's Philadelphia Eagle. That's a Philadelphia Eagles thing, and it's Nick Sirianni. But who knows? We'll see. Nick Sirianni could be on thin ice with this. If he
continues to win,
game.
He keeps his job. If he continues to lose and talk shit,
sure,
no dice. No dice.
No dice. If they lost that game and he was talking shit, I don't even know if he would have been the head coach for the Eagles against the Giants.
Definitely not. Definitely not. You can win and talk shit, no problem. You can't lose and talk shit. That doesn't go together. Okay. You talk shit before the game, before you lose, not after. Yeah.
So that was something I wanted to.
Yeah. I'm not a big
get
fan
out there and kind of hear what you had to say.
For the city of Philadelphia, great representative. Great representative. It makes sense. You ever see the mascot for the Flyers? He's a literal monster. The orange, he's creepy. That's a great representative of Philadelphia.
Philly, man. Philly. Well, Philly. They're going to try some Philly shenanigans here against the Giants. Home Sunday, October 20th, 1 o'clock. And yes, you mentioned it already. It is the return of Saquon Barkley to MetLife Stadium. Saquon, I think, was asked earlier this week on what he thinks the atmosphere will be at MetLife Stadium. And I'll be honest, I think he has no idea what he's talking about. He's like, I don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks. I don't think there's a lot of blood in the water. It's not. It's no bad blood. It's just it was just business. It is what it is. No hard feelings. I love those people. Okay. Before I get your reaction on that, let me we're going to break it. We're going to move football out of the equation. Okay.
Business, yes. For the team, business, yes. For the fans,
of course.
No.
The fans the Giants fans got nothing out of this business deal. You want to call it business. The only business that they want to handle is in the parking lot. 150 versus 1. That's what they want. Okay, so I might not even need to bring up this hypothetical situation because you already understand where we're coming from. This is not going to be good for him. I don't think they're not going to play a 10-minute thank you Saquon video of him and the Giants select in 2020. In 2019 or 2018, the Giants select first overall Saquon, and then he goes on to do these things and this. And look how much money he raised for the hospital over here. And look at this. I named my newborn after him. And this and that. I don't think he's getting any of that. Okay? And even if the Giants are going to try and be the bigger people here and say, okay, we'll just do like a sign that says, thank you, Saquon. Remember, if the Eagles start destroying the Giants and he starts running and scoring like 2 touchdowns, immediate shift in the stadium. This guy, this guy's dying tonight. Absolutely. We want this guy. We need the silver bullet, which is why I'm drinking Coors Light, silver bullets. We need the silver bullet right now. Yeah. So, no good. I just don't. I think he's downplaying the situation. I think he thinks that we Giants fans are going to look past him going from the Giants to the Eagles. I think the only thing, I think the only reason why maybe it's lost some of its steam is because the Eagles, up until last week, haven't really been playing that good.
No, they haven't. He has. He's putting up numbers that he would not put normally up on the Giants, but he's not like 12 touchdowns, right? He's only got like 6.
Right. Right. If every weekend, you're checking your Monday, Tuesday morning rolls around and you're watching the recap on ESPN in the morning, and it's just like the Eagles and Saquon Barkley win again, 15 straight. Yeah. I think it would be even more hostility leading up to this game. But given the kind of up and down the Eagles kind of had to start the season, I think that's kind of cool. This de-escalated the situation a little bit better. Having said that, I still think it's not going to be a warm, fuzzy hugs and kisses welcome for him.
Not. Violence will happen in those stadium there. Violence will definitely happen. He will score. People will boo, and it'll be silent while the announcers are like, "What do we say here?" And Saquon for 3-yard touchdown.
Well, you can hear it. If you can't hear it, turn your TV up. But those are boos coming from
That's
MetLife
a live
Stadium
fire someone
Giants
lit
fans.
in the stands there. Yeah.
Someone just taped a rock to his jersey and threw it on the field.
That's garbage raining down on the stadium. If it's not raining here, that's not snow.
So, okay, so let's talk about the teams now, not the individual players. The teams. I'll pass the baton over to you since I just went on a nice rant. I'll pass the baton to. What do you think about this game?
Back. We're back. Everyone's back. Everyone's
healthy.
Everyone's healthy. Everyone's back. Everyone's good. Devontae Smith is back. A.J. Brown is back. Lane Johnson is back. And we got this new running back. You might have heard him. We got the full team back in order. You guys don't have Singletary. You got Tracy McGrady Jr. over there.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is not playing well, as you might have seen.
No.
All the momentum is forward right now for us to go and take first place out of this game. You guys are at bottom. We got to win this game, and I think we're going to win this game. And this is a game where I think we show our prowess. We come in right off the rip, a big bomb touchdown to A.J. Brown to suck the air out of the stadium, and then we give ball back, and we go, there's our handicap. Let's go. Game on. Game on. Here's the ball back with 14 minutes in the first, and you're already down 7-0. Your move. I see that happening. This is going to be a long Sunday for you, my friend.
My turn?
Go Birds. Yep, go ahead. Yeah.
My turn. Okay, my turn. Okay. No.
I see your narrative and wrong. Go ahead. What do you got for me?
Nope. When the Giants are like counted out the most, I feel like just raises and given the situation of this game, the Barkley situation, just Daniel Jones playing like complete garbage. The defense, I think, too. If anybody's play is going to be elevated, I think it's going to be the Giants defense because you don't think, especially our front four, you don't think Dexter Lawrence is going to want to try to crush Barkley when they hand him that ball off. You don't think he's going to get a little extra push, get that line moving, a little extra motivation in that game.
To protect.
I don't think I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong in the past. I just don't. I don't think the next episode I come on here and I have to recap a 27-3 game.
I disagree. You definitely won't be recapping a 27-3. You'll be recapping.
Here we go. He's going to be like, you'll be recapping a 47.
You'll be recapping a 40 points to 9 points. It'll be a similar.
I don't think so because, and I'll tell you why. If the Giants, talking about the Browns last week did not have. You guys were fully healthy last week, coming off a bye. Fully healthy, coming off a bye, playing the Browns. They did not have. What's his name? The big defensive player. What's his name on the Browns? What's his name? Garrett. They did not have Garrett last week. They did not have him, and he's a monster. Yeah. Okay, the Browns. What was the final score of that Browns-Eagles game? The Browns. Deshaun Jackson hasn't thrown a touchdown in like all of 2024 yet. He sucks.
Not good.
I'm not saying Daniel Jones is any better, but I think the Giants' defense is better than the Browns' defense. I think everything that I just explained before, they'll be playing for a lot more than just one game. It's a divisional game. There's some pride. It's home. The Giants are like 0-3 at home already. It's a 1:00 game. We love 1:00 games. I don't think you're scoring 40 fucking points Sunday. Can the Eagles will this out? For sure, because we can't figure out how to win a game. But I don't think the Eagles come in here and just flap their wings and Saquon scores 3 touchdowns and you guys push your way to a 47-3 game. I don't think so.
By the second half of this game.
Okay,
By
here
the
we go.
second half of this game, Giants fans will be leaving the stadium early
No way.
out of depression and upset by the scoreboard. Saquon Barkley.
Do we make a wager here?
Saquon Barkley will run for over 100 yards. A.J. Brown will have 2 touchdowns, and Jalen Hurts will have a rushing touchdown. Okay? 4 touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns is what the Giants fans will say. Damn, that's a lot of touchdowns. We haven't seen this many touchdowns in our home stadium in years. He's right. That's what's going to happen here.
We haven't. Okay, I'll make you a wager right now. If the Eagles put up 4 touchdowns, and it could be any 4 fucking players. Nick Sirianni can score a touchdown for all I care. If they score 4 touchdowns, I will. What do you want?
Okay. If the Eagles score 4 touchdowns this Sunday, you're next in the next show. Oof. I need it.
I'm not buying unless you buy it for me. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
You're.
I'd rather give you the money.
That's okay. You will do the pizza challenge in 9 minutes. I want to see you do the pizza challenge in 9 minutes.
I'm not. What did I tell you? I'm not hurting my body in these challenges anymore.
I wasn't hurt. I just didn't get it done. I didn't get it done. If we scored 4, you're confident, right, that they're not going to score 4 touchdowns? You brought it up.
Yeah, I am confident. Why don't I just give you $50?
That works too.
I'll give you $50. If they don't, you give me $50.
40. I give you 40 to my 50 because the burden is on my team.
Before you're telling me the fans are gonna be leaving at halftime, it's gonna be. This is a layup, right?
You're right.
They're hurt. They're broken.
Deal.
Okay. There we go. $50. I'm not eating fucking pizza in 9 minutes. I want to enjoy my pizza.
It's halftime. I'm gonna have the money in my account.
All right, fine.
Birds by 100
so let's
this
go
Sunday.
Giants.
You heard it here first. Enough about the Eagles Giants.
Okay.
Enough about the Eagles Giants. Let's
get out of here.
Another NFC East team. It was the best. I thought, wow, my Sunday couldn't get better. The Eagles win the game, the Giants lose, the Commanders lose, and then in the mid games, come on in. I wasn't even watching. I get an update on my phone. Oh, the Lions are winning 23-7. Pretty good. To 6, I mean, pretty good. But it didn't stop there. The Lions are winning 47-9, and who are they playing? Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Boy, did he look bad. 100 and
how about them
Cowboys, huh? Get the Dak Prescott wheel tracker out here. This guy's sitting pretty well at 4 interceptions right now.
You want me to go grab it?
That'd be nice.
Hold on.
We're getting the wheel. Please hold. Dak Prescott comes on and says, I'm not going to throw 15 interceptions this year. Boy, do you look stupid. Puts up 4 interceptions so far in the first 6 weeks. Plays the Lions. And now here we are. Dropping more INTs for the boys at IHAB.
What is it?
I think he's at 4 right now, is he not?
Look it up. Let's confirm. We can't mess this information up. Dak interceptions 24. As Dak Prescott has 6.
Because of last. Yeah. It's just like I said. He comes into this game with 4 interceptions and drops 2 more interceptions. He played so bad in the game, they took him out and they put in Cooper Rush. Okay? Cooper Rush came in for 20 passes. He puts up an interception as well.
That should almost count. That's like 6.5.
Like 6 interceptions.
It's like right
He's
there.
He's gonna hit the 15 mark this year, and boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. We have to reset the wheel. There's only so many numbers we can write on there. We got to reset the wheel.
Thank God this is erasable marker here.
Thank God. Yeah. This guy's in trouble.
Well, if we could just always fast forward to just the 13 here that I put down on here because I mean that's official right there. We could just always do that.
Happen.
Wow, right off, man, right on. And the best part about this, we didn't even mention. So, yeah, the Cowboys get the living shit kicked out of them in home on Jerry Jones'
What
birthday.
A birthday gift to have, huh?
What a
I
gift.
hope they give him
Sell
the
team,
game
Jerry.
ball, too. That's for you. You spent money. Remember when I made you wait to pay me $55 million and then I give you a goose egg of touchdowns on you? Happy birthday.
On his 82nd birthday, Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, you should sell the team. You know what? This is what you do before you sell a team, Jerry, because I know you're a spiteful person. I just can tell. You trade Dak Prescott to like the Panthers or something right now, and then you sell the team. You sell him like just for 1 year of the other
Trade
team
him for
restocking
Bryce.
your vending machines. Yeah. We want, you know what? I'll give you Dak Prescott. All you got to do is restock my vending machines for 1 year.
That's a good deal right there.
That's it.
I love when teams pay players to go to another team and they're going to play them throughout the year. They're literally saying, I'll pay this money to play against you because you're so bad. I think that's such a slap in the face because you got to finish their contract off. So I'm paying you still $5 million while you're over there in another team because I'm going to beat you. Which brings me to my next point. Davante Adams gets traded from the Raiders, reunited, and it feels back with Aaron Rodgers. Boys again, from yellow and green to green and white, from the Packers around the world. They're back again, this time in New York. Perfect timing, right? Perfect. Jets don't look good. He needs somebody to throw to. Fantastic. Let's go get him a nice wide receiver. Yeah, it makes sense to me. And then the coach comes out and he says, we're going to lean towards a rushed-focused offense. Great idea. After you just got an all-star wide receiver, that makes sense. That's the Jets being the Jets. If that doesn't make sense to you, that's because you're not a Jets fan. That's what that is.
That's for the Jets. The Jets also being the Jets, look at this. Some of them maybe look at this. Oh, my God, Davante Adams. People, let me tell you about my best friend. Reunited, and it feels so good. Do we really think that this guy is going to come in here? Okay, let's say you guys had Davante Adams for that Buffalo Bills game last week. You think you guys still win that game? Absolutely not. You absolutely do not win that game still because Aaron Rodgers still gets sacked 3 times. Okay, he's 41 years old. Davante Adams. Well, let's go this way first. Fantasy football owners of Davante Adams, managers, they're jumping up and down. Oh my God, here I come. I started at the bottom of the pack. Now Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. Oh my God, I'm moving up. I'm gonna move up. Let's see how week 1 with Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers goes. Who do they play? The Jets play. Jets schedule. They are playing the Texans. They're playing the Patriots or the Steelers. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. The Steelers. The Jets are losing that game.
Not at home.
That's a primetime game, 8:20. Yeah.
They look good right now, the Steelers, too. I don't think they're taking down the Steelers. The Steelers just gave it to the Raiders last game, okay? Justin Fields didn't play good, but he got 2 rushing touchdowns. He didn't throw a lot, but he ran for it. And then Najee Harris with 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Come on. You tell me Steelers are going to lose that game?
Good.
Not true.
Not good. And it's also funny, too, because the Jets have to pay $11 million to the Raiders. And then also, we talked about it, Amari Cooper with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills got Amari Cooper for $800,000.
I love that for the Bills.
That's
what a
awesome.
Steal.
That's
what a steal that is.
What a steal.
What a steal.
Awesome. The Jets are the Jets. I think they're going to remain the Jets. I don't think this trade is going to be significant at all. It's just going to be kind of clips. Oh my God, they're back.
The Jets,
and that's it. It's gonna do exactly what they want it to do. It's gonna provide the Jets with another oh my God moment. Here we go. This is it. Actually,
now we're ready.
Before I thought it was it. Now we're ready.
They're gonna have
now the pieces.
They're gonna have one good game of people like Jets are back, baby, and then he gets hurt, and then he gets hurt, and then he's out for the season.
Jets are 2-4. That's like me coming up here and saying the Giants are still. Giants still have a shot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The Giants. If everybody else loses from this week on, and the Giants maintain, they can make. They can make
win
it
the next
into the
2 of 8. We're good to go. We're good.
No, yeah, it's not going to be
happen.
Jets. I'd be surprised. I don't think
love
Jets make a
seeing
playoffs.
that. This is my favorite. This is my favorite thing that's happening. All the New York teams right now are winning, except for one. Last weekend there was a parlay that went out by a sports bookie.
I saw it.
It was the New York parlay, and on there they had the Mets versus the Dodgers. Mets win a game they shouldn't have. Fantastic. Rangers are in preseason. Rangers win a game. Yankees are playing against the Guardians. They win a game they shouldn't have happened. The Islanders are playing hockey. Islanders win a game. Here we go. All four legs. New York teams are looking good. Someone put the Jets on that fucking parlay. Some stupid idiot put the Jets on that parlay.
Why?
And, of course, the Jets are the Jets, and they lose. Okay? I'm singing Frank Sinatra until about 8:20 at night, and then it's good. I'd have it my way. It immediately turned into the sad song, and the Jets blow the parlay because Jets. All right? It's not going to change, no matter who you bring over there.
Not going to change.
That's the tune. That's the tune. So Jets and Davante Adams, who knows? Amari Cooper to Bills could be a better story. Could be the new Steffon Diggs. I don't think so, though. Maybe. I don't think he is. That's why I sold his ass for running back.
For you. All right, sir. What else is up on the ballot here?
I got to grind my gears. I'm a pretty chill guy. Things don't really get to me. Out here in Arizona, we have Waymos. I spoke about them before. Autonomous driving car. No Uber driver gets you to your destination. I don't got to talk to any driver in the front. Okay. I get into this Uber last night coming home from bar. And what are some things that you hate when you get into an Uber driver and they're playing? Maybe they're on the phone and they're talking the whole time.
The talking on the phone, or this might sound absolutely terrible, but if I'm getting into an Uber and you listen, whatever, man, but just I might not be into that. If you just got Spanish music blasting or another language besides English and
music,
maybe turn that down a little bit. I don't know what, maybe have just some respect.
You know this
drivers.
one?
Yeah.
All those things piss me off. I get into the Uber driver. There's four of us, no problem. Front seat completely loaded with shit. There was a bag, there was a blanket, there was water bottles, there was makeup, there was other things. She's like, "Oh,
dirty car."
Sorry,
no good,
I go to sit down. She's like, and I said, "You want me to hold that?" I didn't really mean it. So she hands me the stuff. Great. Nice. And then she's got this big bag that she just stuffs underneath her feet. Okay, great. So aren't you driving? Isn't that thing under the gas pedal?
Yeah, we're not stopping.
No problem. We get in the car, we're about to take off, and you're thinking, oh, what song was playing? No song. This bitch had Netflix on, and she's watching a TV show while we're in the Uber here.
You mind? Yeah, she's like, you mind? I wasn't able to watch it last night.
I knew the show too. I've never watched it. I was like, oh, is this supernatural? She's like, yeah, getting in the Halloween spirit. I was like, how about Halloween music? She's like, yeah, but then I'd have to change. Didn't finish her sentence. Then I'd have to change and then continue to drive. I'm like, what? Your TV show off and just hit play and let that go?
Oh, she'd be like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, I can't watch anything while I'm listening to music.
I'm like, how about drive me instead of watch TV? And I see her, and I'm staring at her like a little drunk. She's driving and then peeping over the episode like I'm the teacher and I'm gonna get her in trouble. I'm like, what the? Turn this off. And it's loud enough where you feel rude talking out loud because it might be over her show. All right, and the loud scenes come on like people are having sex, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm just trying to get home here.
That's just cool.
This is good.
This is good.
This is nice.
Yeah.
And then we're talking, and she's like, yeah, I got to get new tires for my car soon. And they go flat every like 5,000 miles. So I asked, I was like, when's the last time you get your tires? She's like, oh, about like 4,500 miles ago. Nice. Okay, good. So today is going to be the day.
Yeah. So tonight you need to do that.
We're going right now after this. She's like, yeah, I go to this shop. They're open 24/7. I'm like, 20, you go 10 o'clock at night?
Jiffy Lube.
So I had to take a 30-minute ride, and I watched a full episode of Supernatural while I was in the car instead of listening to music, instead of listening to nothing, and with bag in my hand. Worst ride I've ever had. I was pissed.
Yeah, rightfully so. I would, if I was you and I was in that situation, and if they were watching something for the first time that I've already seen it, and I was a little buzzed up, I would have been like, yeah, he gets killed here.
Just ruin it for him. Like, the dog dies. Yeah. The dog dies.
Yeah, by the way, he doesn't make it.
Oh, you didn't see this one? Yeah, dog dies. Terrible. They eat him. Eat him.
That's actually not his son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
And then she's telling me about scary movies. She's like, yeah, my favorite one is they make cookies out of people and then they eat them. I'm like, all right, let me out of this fucking car right now. The ride's over.
You sure that's not?
Ride's over. She's like, yeah, I did. It's ride's a new movie. Just came out.
You're 30 minutes away. Yeah. Ride's over. I'll take my chances on the street.
Where the fuck's the Waymo with the no driver? Okay. Waymo doesn't have Netflix on while I'm driving. Okay. I was pissed.
Big advocates over here. Mikey Bugatti is looking for stock options in Waymo over here, whatever the fuck it's called, because he's all about just getting to his destination and everyone just shutting the fuck up. And him
immaculate in the Waymo. Yeah. On the way back, it was lived in. She lived in there.
You live in here? I would have said, is this a soup kitchen in here? Like, what are you doing in here?
She's like a pot between my feet. She's like, stir that? I'm like, what?
Yeah, hey, is the crock pot on medium or high back there? I'd be like,
I don't know.
It's sloshing around back there. Like, good.
She's got an outlet above my head. It's like 12 plugs are in there. Okay.
Yeah, just the toaster just is in the center console, just pops out, just shoots some bread out. Okay, can you get those? Can you actually? I got some butter in between the seats.
She's reaching over me to like put it on there. Yeah, it was a scene in that car last night. So I gave her,
for whatever reason, and this is probably this is terrible. I just picture this woman looking like the girl from Identity Theft.
Yes, that's very spot on. That's exactly what she looks like. Yeah, yes, she's the cop.
What's
the
her
cop
name?
one.
Amy.
Yeah. That's exactly what she looked like. The steering wheel. Say this is her belly.
Yiddies.
The steering wheel was like pressing in. Her seat couldn't have been more far back, but she was all in the steering wheel, like pressed up to the front. And I was like, how are you even watching?
She sneezed.
You know?
She sneezed and hit the horn. Yeah.
Emergency brake. And I was like, I hit the front windshield.
Yeah. Now he's got chili and everything on him from the crock pot in the back.
It was a mess. Right. It was a mess in there. It was a nightmare.
She drops you off. Hey, 5 stars would really go a long way.
Her rating was the ride was $2 because her rating was 1 star.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
I've never seen that.
I had
before.
goldfish dust on my ass after I got to her seat.
Yeah. Holy shit! You had a remote in your fucking ass cheeks. You didn't realize when you walked out. Yeah.
She had like 12 loose bottles of water rolling in her. She's like, "Yeah, I drink water a lot." Okay.
Oh, I recycle. We recycle in this car. I was like,
"Yeah, you recycle in this car. You don't get rid of it though."
Yeah. Do you ever drop it off at a recycling place? Like, you got to save up at least 162, and then you get $5.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, and then you get $5, and then I buy Skittles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's how I pay for my Netflix subscription.
Yeah. I mean, come on, fucking whatever that fucking show is called, it's not cheap. Yeah. Well, hey, if you're in the Phoenix, Arizona, I assume this was in Phoenix. Yeah, don't get an Uber. Tough. Crazy. If you see the lady from Identity Theft or Bridesmaids or that cop movie, Amy, what the hell is her name?
Not Polar, but
I don't know what her name is, but she looks like Rosie O'Donnell. Don't get in the car.
Leave. Definitely leave.
Cancel the ride.
It was cheap, so it wasn't a lot of money, but I know how to recoup money. I know how to get that money back. I know how to put money in your pocket. I know how to put money in your pocket. Recycling is one way. That's definitely one way. The other way is Mikey Bugatti. He's got the lock of the week. If you joined me last week, just like I said, Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my. Bengals win the game. Lions win the game. Bears win the game. It was a blowout. Right. If you listen to me, you'll be watching this on your new flat screen TV that I told you to buy. I set it up for you. You'd have a brand new TV right now. Think of that. You'd be watching football on your big TV right now thinking, this is nice. This is the best weekend I've ever had. And now you're going to have 2 best weekends in a row because I got another one for you. And you're thinking, no, I'm not going to double down on the same team. Yes, you are. Lions, Tigers, no Bears this weekend. Better than the Bears. Lions, Tigers, Eagles. Oh, my. Okay? Lions take on the Vikings. This is the Vikings' last weekend of undefeated. Lions are throwing balls in the air to every player they can see. Montgomery's on a tear. Jared Goff's feeling hot. Lions win the game. Bengals play the Browns. Browns are beat up. Bengals coming hot off a win. Maybe this is their turnaround. Bengals win the game. Eagles come into the lowly Giants. They got a divisional game coming up. Eagles win the game. You give me $100, just like I gave you last week. I'm going to turn that $100 to $455. You're thinking, brand new TV. I need a sound system. No problem. Mikey Bugatti's on the phone for you there. You're going to call the bank. You're going to tell them Lions, Tigers, and Eagles. And after that, Manny, what are they going to say?
Call the bank.
That's it. That's it, baby. Call the bank and tell them Lions, Tigers, Eagles, and I'll see you Sunday night when you give me $465. Bugatti bets are automatic, okay? This is it. You put that in, you're going to have your new TV in front of you with a sound system by next week. You're going to say, what's next? What's next? And you're going to have to wait for the episode to give you more money in the listeners. That's it, baby.
Thank you, Mikey Bugatti. I mean, listen, guys, he's setting up your man cave slowly here. He's got you put on a television last week. Now he's getting a surround system. Next week, who knows? You might be getting set up with that fucking reclining sectional or something, or mini fridges.
I'm getting you ready for the Super Bowl.
Buffet.
I'm getting you ready for the Super Bowl, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Well, thank you, Mikey Bugatti, and we appreciate that. Is there anything that we need to cover besides our favorite part?
Beers. I've been drinking it. It is delicious. Drecker Brewing Company, Hater Blocker Double IPA, sick can. Okay,
it is cool.
It is cool. This is for Saquon Barkley. I hope he puts on his hater blockers this weekend when he walks into MetLife. Doesn't let them get to his head. And he'll say loud and proud that he is an Eagles player. Okay. But enough about him. We're here for beer. Tell you about it. Am I going to have this at dinner? Hold on. Give me a second.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. I'm having this at dinner. This is actually delicious. Little lemony, little tangy. It's a double IPA though. This is 12.5%. So I'm feeling good right now. Am I having this at tailgate? No, because I have a lot to do that day after the tailgate. 2 of these, and my hater blockers will be on as I'm passed out on the floor of the parking lot.
Yeah.
1 through 10, though. One more time. We get a sip here. This is a 6.8. This is a delicious beer. After the first couple sips where your mouth get used to that IPA taste, this is Coors Light. You get that Coors Light, easy to go down the tongue. It just tastes so good when it touches the lips. 6.8.
When it touches the lips. IPA. All right. Here we go. World famous Coors Light. It's Manny, why are you drinking a Coors Light? I told you at the beginning of the episode, if you didn't hear me and you just jumped to this part of the video, you know why? Because it's other names. The Silver Bullet. And that's exactly what the Giants need to stop the Philadelphia Eagles this week. They need the Silver Bullet. And let's get on the train. Here we go. Cold and refreshing. The mountains are blue. As cold as the Rockies, some may say. Listen, I'm drinking this at dinner. I'm having this at a tailgate. This might be, if you're gonna drink a light beer, and you plan on slamming a bunch, whether it's for games or shotgunning or whatever, Coors Light is the go-to. That's it. Coors Light, it's great, refreshing, as cold as the Rockies. The Silver Bullet. It's not the champagne of beer. I think that's Miller High Life, but this is like I don't know what's better than champagne. Coors Light, obviously. Boom. So yeah, you're gonna have this at dinner because I told you so. You're gonna have this at a tailgate for all the reasons I just told you. Give it a number. This is a fucking refreshing, light, superior beer. This is a really good beer. This is a survey says 7.8.
7.8. Nothing will ever reach that perfect 10 score as Corona Premier. Premier beer gets a Premier.
Corona Premier. Score, you know what? The marketing on that was just, it was a 10. That's
Premier
why, too.
Score for Premier beer.
It's 10. Premier. It's got crowns on it. You know, it's Premier. This is fucking real good, though. This is, it might be, you know, maybe it's more like an 8. All right. 7. I don't know. It's good. Just go with good. It's good. Trust me. It's very good. Just like how the Giants are going to play this weekend as I take us out on the outro here. We talked about it a lot. We talked about the Giants. We talked about the Eagles. We talked about the Jets getting some familiar faces back in the building with Aaron Rodgers there, the savior. We talked about Dak Prescott looking well worth that $70 million that he got this year. Devastating Jerry Jones on his
Bum.
birthday, dropping the largest
Bum.
loss in AT&T
Bum.
Stadium ever. GG's, Jared Goff. If I ever see you, I will buy you a drink, sir. Many. Yeah, well, we talked about a lot. Mikey Bugatti's got you with the bet again.
Twice in a row.
Grind my gears. Be careful with those Uber drivers and those messy cars out there. Be careful. And yeah, you know, we'll be back next week following the recap of Eagles Giants next week. It's going to be a great one. I'm sure we'll have other things to talk about as sports continues. Let's go Mets here. Game 5 is in New York. It's October 18th. They got Game 5 tonight. Hopefully, I'm on the air next week talking about how there potentially will be a Subway Series.
Could
Maybe.
happen.
Let's see. Could happen. But Mikey Bugatti, you know, any final words
I got
for everybody out there?
6 words for you. Slam that button. I'd have a beer. Follow us on all social medias, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok. We're there. We're everywhere. And we're right here every week giving you the most important part of sports. Only here one time a week at I'd Have a Beer. Good night, everybody.
I'd have a beer. Be a shame if Saquon got hurt at MetLife Stadium
Manny
turf.
Mozz. Is he got the purse back? Is he going to send it?
Goodbye, everybody. Ooh, ooh, ooh.